In game 3. Struggled a little bit on the back half. Shooters shoot. Joe Mazzulla not changing a thing. Fire away, fellas. Jaylen Brown gets him going early. Then Jayson Tatum, who has struggled in the first 2 games, did not struggle today. Derek White had 17 on the day. These are all falling. Then Brown, the kick out to Tatum. Again, straight on, knock it down. Celtics up 15 in the first. They're still going. Peyton Pritchard. Boston shot 86% from 3 in the first quarter, trying to 86 the Knicks on their home court early. Up 16 after 1. To the second quarter. Knicks down 19 now. Karl-Anthony Towns battling with Luke Cornett and comes away holding the hand, which was already wrapped a little bit. And then a little bit later, gets the shot to go and the foul. But again, grabbing at that hand after the play. And you see him saying, I broke it. He was asked about that post-game.
Did you get an X-ray or anything?
I'm going to let them tell you that. What happens in this locker room stays in the locker room.
I'll take that as a yes. Yes, I did get an X-ray. We'll see what happens. Under 3 minutes left in the quarter. Tatum again, straightaway 3. Celtics up by 20. Last minute of the half. Jaylen Brown knocks in another one. He had 19. Celtics up by 25 points at the half, and they really never wavered. There was no comeback. There was no rally from the home squad. Peyton Pritchard again. New playoff career high with 23. Celtics by 29. Then the 38-year-old Al Horford defending his position. Here's Jaylen Brown with the reaction to that block.
I got 5 kids. Yeah, Al, I got 5 kids.
Yes, Al does have 5 kids, really. He's productive on and off the floor. And then Brown to Tatum, his 5th 3, 22 points. Celtics a rout of the Knicks at MSG. No late wobbles, no let up for the champs in this one.
We won in the quarters, and we didn't have 11 live ball turnovers. I can't stress to you the importance of not throwing the ball to the other team so they get out in transition. You don't get into the journey for it to be easy. So it's been dark, but in a good way.
Dark? How dark? Like, what's that mean?
I mean, like, you just got to tap into your darkness, and that's it. Like, so we got to do it. That's it.
If you want to be special, if you want to be great, you got to win some games on the road. But more importantly, it's just about responding, right? We want to be perfect. We want to, win every game. But, I'm not perfect. And there's times where, I've needed to play better. I needed to do more. And, that's what comes with being, that guy.
Everything that we need to do has to be done with more intensity, more urgency, more force. Just from that standpoint, like, it's not anything schematically. It's more, do we want it? And tonight, obviously, it wasn't the answer. They're a great team. They have the experience. They're the defending champs. They have all that. I just don't think we want to be in the hole, a 20-point hole each game. It's not going to suit us well.
Boston's poor three-point shooting, very much a talking point through the first 2, but the Celtics knocked down 20 of 43s in Game 3. Back of the envelope math tells me that's right around 50%. It's also the Celtics' most makes in any playoff game this postseason. In the first 2, Boston made a combined 25 threes on exactly 100 attempts. Again, I got that as 25%, Nicole.
Good math.
From 3. It is who they are. They're going to get a ton of threes up.
It's a Boston 3-party here in the first half.
The team is so talented. Just a matter of time.
It's a completely different Celtic team here.
And this is a team that has kept its foot on the gas pedal.
It was an important game. It was important for us to respond.
We got to beat us 4 times, not twice. First half was fun. Second half was even more fun. So looking forward to Game 4.
Hey, welcome inside our Los Angeles studios. Earlier on Countdown, I'm not sure if y'all caught it, but there was a moment right before we went to break where I asked a quick question. I said, hey, does the winner of Game 3 between the Knicks and the Celtics go on to win the series? And we all sort of said yes. Stephen A., the Celtics won Game 3. Now, do you think the momentum has shifted?
I think the momentum has shifted, but not completely. The Knicks still have a very, very good chance. I don't believe the Knicks can lose Game 4 and win this series, but the Knicks could still possibly win Game 4. They'll need to win Game 4 to have a chance to win this series. I believe if the Boston Celtics take both games in New York, it will seal the Knicks' fate, and the Knicks will lose this series. If the Knicks win Game 4, they can win this series.
Is this the worries of somebody who's just been tormented by the Knicks over years? Or Bob,
he's never really won. It's a combination. Leave him alone.
It's a combination of that, along with the fact that Boston can go cold.
I agree.
That's true. Yeah, and they have gone cold twice. So can they go cold again? Well, look, Malik, I said I thought even before the game that the Celtics were still going to win the championship. So I had belief. I have more belief now. Obviously, they lose that game. Nobody's come back from 3-0. That's a whole different story. But they won, and they won resoundingly, and they started shooting the ball like they have all year. So for me, you're right, Stephen A. Game 4, are you going to be? Are you?
I'll be there.
Okay, so that helps the Celtics, I think. So I feel a little bit better.
How's it going to help them? What helped them today? I wasn't there today.
Well, they'll probably play a little bit better. They'll see you sitting there. You're going to sit close. You're going to be able to see you. You can be
Hey, man, just go, man.
It was the others for the Celtics for me, right? I thought Jaylen Brown, Tatum set the tone in the first half. They played some solid basketball, but Pritchard, Al Horford, Derek White, and Kristaps Porzingis, I thought that was the guys that actually bought it, right? You see Pritchard off the bench, 6th man of the year, the leading scorer in that game for the Celtics. On the flip side of it, how many times, like, if you know you're coming to a fight, how many times do you have to get punched first before you swing back? When are you going to throw the first punch? And that's what I'm thinking and seeing when I'm watching the New York Knicks. How many times are you going to continue to ease into basketball games? Like, the energy is low. And I'm like, dog, y'all at the crib. Like, what's going on?
They gave the Celtics life, and you don't give champions another chance.
Yeah.
And that game 3 was not a game. It wasn't even a game.
And it happened twice. They got big leads, and they were able to come back. Not the same luck in game 3. The other thing to keep an eye on, Karl-Anthony Towns' hand. We're still unsure.
Oh, boy.
Before Stephen A. Yeah, we need to send it back to you, SportsCenter.
Oh, my goodness.
Wait, whose side you on?
I ain't on no side. I just think what you call it. Let me get this. The Celtics win. They crushed the Knicks 115 to 93. They had 71 points at the half, and it really was never threatened after that. They got 6 guys with them. They had Jayson Tatum had 22 and 9 and 7. Al Horford had his best game of the postseason, 15-9. Derek White had 17. Jaylen Brown had 19. But the leading scorer was off the bench with Peyton Pritchard. 8 of 16, 5 of 10, 2 of 2. He had 23 big points off the bench as they used a balanced attack to rout. They was 48% from the field. They was 50% from the three-point line, 20 of 40, 15 of 17 from the free throw line. They did a great job all around, and they win going away. Who did it? Jalen Brunson did have 27 points, but he was 9 of 21. Cat, 5 of 18. He had 21 and 15. Josh Hart had 10. Mikal Bridges had 12. But it was not nearly enough. This game was never really close, Ocho.
And I don't understand. We at home. You got an opportunity. I'm talking about we. The Knicks are at home and have an opportunity, They gotta kind of really put this series away, right? They kind of do. So I think about it. I think about it the past 2 games. You know what? At one point in both games, the goddamn Celtics was up by 20. So I don't know why in my mind the thought, even though they playing in the Garden, that maybe they would be able to hold the Celtics and somewhat keep the game close. But again, the Celtics, man, they just shooting and scoring at will. And then the lead, there it is. Okay, it's back up to 20. So I'm watching the game. I'm like, okay, it's up to 20. Hell, it was at 20.